Hey guys, we're presenting to you the Genevieve magazine shows.
Fashion,
Wednesdays,
style,
4 p.m. to 5 p.m. weekly on iGrooveradio.com. Presented by me, Lizz Yemoja.
And Femi Kuti not start again.
That's quite sad.
And you know, he tweeted that it doesn't matter. You know, I'm already a winner just for the fact that I got a Grammy.
He has always been winning.
He'll always be a winner. But do you think that he was just trying to save face?
People were expecting to say something about him not winning, no doubt.
It's been the fourth time Femi Kuti has been nominated for a Grammy and he doesn't win.
We all know that award is not the real, the real test, and it's just like having high school grades doesn't mean you're gonna be successful in life.
Having high school grades.
If you care enough, have a first class. This is welcome to the real world. This is the real world right now.
Yeah.
The fact that he's not getting the award doesn't mean it's still not cute. Like, that's the most successful African artist that has kept the dream for Fela Anikulapo Kuti. And this guy has shows. I met him also in Italy when I traveled to Italy.
Okay.
He was cleaning a show already. This guy has shows in New York, Italy.
I know he does some crazy. He does the Royal Albert Hall.
You understand?
And no one even hears about it. It's not publicized.
So
Femi be hitting everywhere.
Exactly. So it's one of those artists that has just been looked aside of, and it's quite sad that people don't actually listen to the music, but they listen to the lifestyle. They pay attention to Instagram.
The fact that he has 5 children.
They pay attention.
Or is it 6 children? They're always looking at personal life,
exactly,
but I think it comes with the territory.
So him
wouldn't
not
you agree?
him not winning the award, I don't think is going to stop Femi from who Femi is.
Definitely not.
One thing I need you to also recognize is the fact that for you to be nominated constantly 4 times,
that's recognition in itself.
It's a record.
Yeah, it's a record. But
he was nominated one time and he didn't win. They did not say, oh, the second time it should be out of the nomination list. And don't forget, there are a lot of artists that have also come up to that level to be nominated and that they were not nominated.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a negative. It's a negative thing.
Okay.
So,
but I want to talk about the music industry.
Yeah.
You know, the fame, the popularity, and I think just because we just had the Grammys, it's a good place to start. You know, what did you think of Beyonce's performance at the Grammys?
It was quite unexpected. Mama is always mama. A lot of people has tagged it so bad. I read a publication from
someone
UK.
called her a whore.
Yeah, that's quite.
They actually on a national press in the UK.
I think that's an insult, because a whore is a prostitute. You can't call someone like that a prostitute. She's married. She has a beautiful kid.
No doubt, Beyonce.
Because of a performance, you can't go ahead and. Probably she went a little bit, overboard.
Too far.
She had also a wardrobe malfunction. But we all know these things happen. She will not be the first,
Neither will she be the last.
You
but
understand?
It got me thinking about, what does entertainment mean? What are we asking our kids to emulate? Because Beyonce has a lot of role models, and most of these kids, they don't really understand the music, but they watch the videos and then they try to emulate it. So, these children don't even understand Gobe, Davido's Gobe, but they know the dance moves or Skelewu more than anyone else, So what are we asking our kids to see? She said times without number that she has this other personality when she gets on stage, that she's Sasha Fierce, but do you think that what she's projecting actually helps anybody?
Sometimes there are 2 sides to the coin. That's how I say it. Your audience, your listening audience is your number 1 hand. Your listening audience, how old are they? Think about that.
Well, Beyonce has fans ranging from, I'm sure, a 2-year-old to, a 90-year-old.
Beyonce is global. She's a global brand. And I think that one performance is almost making her look like, what's the name of this other lady that went on stage to twerk? Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. Yes, everyone's been.
But I think they'll be all right. I think after a while they'll get over it. Beyonce has also done a lot of songs in the past that didn't warrant for some branching performances, and she's kept it real. As far as I'm concerned, I think she's been real, being a role model to a lot of kids.
You think she's a role model? Would you want your 2-year-old listening to Beyonce or watching that video, the Drunken Love video?
Like I said, it's not just 12-year-old. It's not just 2-year-old that listens to Beyonce. I listen to Beyonce. Girls listen to Beyonce.
Everybody does.
My auntie listens to Beyonce.
Everybody does.
Some of her songs does not appeals to younger fans. But she has to also feel my needs.
But do you think she's a role model, Spinall?
I think she's a role model.
You think she's a good
Beyonce
role
is
model?
a role model. Yeah, I think. Look at her lifestyle in the past. Apart from just this one with the Grammy Awards, that you probably don't like what she was wearing or.
No, I mean I don't mind. I understand that she's an entertainer.
But when you look past that, think of something else. Compared to someone like Lil Kim, compared to someone like Nicki, or even Rihanna. Rihanna is no role model. She goes everywhere smoking marijuana. She's no role model.
She does?
Yeah, she was all over Manhattan smoking and taking pictures. You know.
If you will permit me to take this to like a deeper level,
Okay.
About the fact that I remember that. If you remember, Whitney Houston died around the time of the Grammy.
Yeah, true.
It was near there.
True.
She was in a hotel.
Yeah.
And
I was in America at that time.
you were, and you heard it was, and it made me start thinking of all these conspiracy theories and Illuminati, and the fact that they, I'm putting this to you because you're in the music industry.
Yeah, I understand.
And I think that you would be a good source to give us maybe your view and your answers to this. But it has been said that Michael Jackson was killed by the Illuminati because he didn't want to succumb to their ways. It has been said that Whitney was also, and apparently if you don't embrace some of their ways, then maybe they mess you over. Like look at Justin Bieber I'm talking about. He's been in the news in the past couple of weeks. The guy's gone like gaga. He's got he's gone cuckoo. And he's now gone from one sweet boy that we all liked to this guy who is like going around drinking and driving, misdemeanor. There's even a petition to get him out to deport him, to deport him back to where he's from. So, what do you have to say about Illuminati? Do you think it exists?
That's quite very deep, Lizz.
I know it is, but why not? Why can't we tackle it?
Let me just put it this way. I understand that dark cults they exist. That I can speak for. I understand. Even while in the university, we see all kinds of cult organizations.
That's in Nigeria or
even everywhere.
Even in the States?
Yeah, even in the States, there are cult groups everywhere. It's just the way the cult is out there is quite different from.
And there are these signs, aren't there?
Yeah, and you see the signs. So there's signs for Illuminati signs. There are signs for KKK. There are signs for there are a lot of them. There are about 1 million. So but the thing is, I wouldn't say everything can be attributed to Illuminati. But I know that a lot of powerful people have joined a lot of different cults. Groups. And in the aim to look for fame and look for power, they've joined their faith with other powerful men in their cult organizations. Yeah,
have you heard of the Rat Pack?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, I was telling you about. So that's Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, and quite a few others who were all advocates of Satan.
Yeah.
And it just brings me back again to music and thinking, why are people so into this occult, like human sacrifices, worshipping the devil? And it also, when you mentioned cult, made me think that if you don't belong to some kind of club, like a church, a mosque, or some sort of organization, you can't attain a certain amount of, you can't attain a certain height. You can only reach a certain comfortability level. Sorry, and it makes you think, what's it all about? And I think about Nigerian artists as well, bringing it back home.
Yeah.
I know they have endorsement deals, left, right, and center. But even if you get 100 million from, let me not mention but one telecom provider, is it really funding the lifestyle of some of our musicians? Bentleys, cars. It's a fast life. It makes you think, are they doing other things? To you. Yeah, to make money. Over to you.
The truth is, some of these artists, they have dreams. They have bigger dreams that are bigger than them. Some of them know they probably not be able to achieve it all alone. Some of them see the need to join forces with, men, the dark men. I call them the dark men. I call them the dark men.
Are you just saying you think or
I mean, I'm in the real world. In the real world, you know that people join forces with dark men so they can have more power. That's a confirmed truth. It's
You know,
just
I don't know too much about it. I will
No.
not even lie to say
That
I'm one expert in
No,
all this.
no, it's not.
But it's just questions that I'm posing out there.
this is
What's it all about?
it's like, okay, let's think about the men as being good men. If I know you, Liz, I know Ifan, I know Tolu, I know a lot of people. If I feel like you people are up there, and if you can help me be up there, I probably walk up to you. So that's how some people think. Some people have gotten themselves into the dark man's community game without knowing that they've gone to the dark man.
And I know it's not just limited to music.
No.
But I'm talking about it
Even
on a
in real
music
life.
perspective
Yeah,
because of you.
Exactly.
Because, you know,
some of them have approached this man, and this man has done them favor, and they didn't know that they were eating with the wrong dogs. So when it's time for them to pay back, that's when some of them be like, "Uh-oh, are you serious? I didn't know I'm supposed to pay back. You want to take that for real?" So when they say no, you might probably see some of the bad publicity stunts from these people.
I'm going to play some music in a bit so that we can lighten up the mood. I'll
Alright,
get you to choose. But I want to say a little story,
Alright, cool.
which is, I was told recently, I didn't know what to make of it, but a friend of mine told me about these so-called big boys that we see in Lagos. They are driving the fastest cars. You know, there are a lot of rich people in Nigeria.
Yeah, there are
A
a lot.
lot of rich people.
But not all
And
of them are bad men. Some of them have clean money, though.
some of them have clean money,
Yeah.
but some of them have very dirty money as well.
True.
And I
True.
got told a story of a guy who was looking at his peers thinking, you guys have made it. How can I? And he actually approached, how can I want in. And the guy was actually told, you know, listen, there's this Baba, we'll take you to him. And the guy said, listen, I can't kill anybody. I can't bring my mother. I can't bring, because apparently usually they ask for someone dearest and nearest to you. And he said, you know, I can't do that. They said, oh, no problem. You don't need to do that. You just need to bring us a girl's something. So go and sleep with a girl and bring the condom.
Wow.
Because we're going to use the future children. So he was like, okay, well, I'm not killing the girl, am I? They said, no.
True story?
I swear to God, I was told this. I was told this. And apparently this guy actually now went around Unilag and some other universities, Babcock, and he met some girls here in Lagos. And guess what? The first 10 girls, they were empty. They were like, oh, these girls have already been used. Look at you. Let's take a music break. The first 10 girls were emptied.
Wow.
So he had to go all the way to outer state. He had to be going to, like, you know, but it's scary. It's scary.
Sounds like
But I think we should
right now.
lighten up the. You got some music for me?
Yeah, I do. There's this new guy. This is a fantastic R&B artist, fantastic pop, fantastic.